Hello, and welcome to another session of Twilight Struggling. It's again ITSL, and tonight I am playing Vojtěce Krsek. I hope I got that pronunciation right, or sort of right anyway. We are very close in the division here. I'm in 4th place, he's in 5th place. We are also very close well, fairly close in play rating. So should be an evenly matched game. And as such, it's one of those important games to win, I feel, the evenly matched ones, because they can go either way, and if you win them, you've got an upper hand, so to speak. Okay, a lot of scoring cards, but also D-style, and some ops. So, interesting hand. Not great, but also maybe not quite as bad as it looks. But I'll have to bring Defcon down to D-style. I have to get rid of some of these scorings quickly. Okay, so I feel like I don't want to focus on Europe here. I could coup Italy. But I also might not. I mean, I have to focus on something, and I feel like I'm more likely to get VPs in Asia than in Europe. Or even the Middle East. Do I want to give that away right away? Maybe I do. And then dump Europe in the headline. As I don't really have any other headlines. I mean, Arab Israeli is nice, but not when you have to dump a scoring card. And then coup Iran is good for both Asia and the Middle East, so I will go for Iran coup. If I can get Defcon down before he moves into Thailand, that would be great, but if not, then that's that. Alright. Let's see what he does. Have we played before? Yes, we have, and he won. So I believe this is, let's see, this is my 15th game this season. Currently on 10-4, so doing much better than I have done previously in previous seasons. But of course I would love to win this to stay in the top of the division. Not as in the absolute top, but the top part of the division, at least. Right, standard setup. Let's dump Europe. Oh well. That's nice. Defectors is out. Okay, now for a coup in Iran. Wow, good roll. Lovely. Problem now is that I sort of lack the ops for spreading much into Asia or the Middle East. I sort of lack the cards for cooing as well. Don't really want to have to coup down to Defcon 2 on my own, because then I won't have any ops, really. So I feel like I should maybe try and go for both Middle East and Asia domination at the same time. Let's see what happens. Right, early Korean War. Damn it. Alright. Got that. very cheaply. Okay, so now... Oh, with Korea in his hands, I feel like Asia Dom is going to be difficult. If nothing else, he can always work on the country count. So I think I might try and grab Middle East Dom first. But then the question is, do I dump Asia right now? No, let's... Let's try that, and then he has to fill up Egypt. Or at least Jordan. Egypt would be better, I think. And then I can get Middle East Dom off. Do I space US Japan here? I mean, if... Yeah, I thought you might do that. That's fine. I would have gone for Egypt there, I think. Just take the domination. Take the control of Egypt, is what I mean. So now I can get this. It's 4 points. And then he can go into Thailand, but then I can coup him. And if he does that, I think it might be worth couing with US Japan. Depending on how much influence he puts there. Then I won't get domination, or I might not get domination. It depends. Alright. But at least I get Thailand, or hopefully I get Thailand. Nothing is certain, of course. Okay, so he doesn't go into Thailand there. I mean, I feel like my chances of Asia Dom are very slim. So let's dump it. And then I could space US Japan. Okay, so he's cooing now. That kind of makes me want to coup too, because then I can de-style. Which would be lovely, but then of course he will go into Angola. Can he go into Angola and Thailand at the same time? Probably. Or do I let him coup again? He kind of has to. That might give him Egypt, but that might be fine. Then I can de-style, or I get 2 VPs. Or he coups in his... Yeah, I think so. Let's space instead. There we go. And if he doesn't coup now, then I can break West Germany. went for the coup. Alright, fair enough. Now I D-style, right? Angola is a must. France is a must. I mean, of course, there might be Truman lurking. Is it better to go to Algeria? Then I have access anyway. I think it might be. Depends on what he's holding. I mean, he's probably going to grab France. Now, if I don't go there, but... then I feel like I have to go to Thailand. And then that only leaves one in South America, which isn't great, but it'll have to do. Right, big card. Bit of everything. Oh yeah, I always forget about Colombia. You can't do that. Alright, Actually, Duck is kind of okay here, although it's also my space card. And I've got CIA, so maybe I need to... Yeah, what's the headline? Cambridge? All the scorings are gone, so that's not a good idea. Blockade is not strictly necessary. We've seen... I've had D-style. Not really any good cards. I mean, Arab Israelis would be just for them. For the Milops. I'd quite like to headline CIA here, but it's not completely safe. I mean, I guess I probably won't get Milops this turn, so Arab-Israeli might be a decent headline, since I might have to event that anyway. It's really the only one I can think of. Maybe Truman, so I don't have to play it. Yeah, Truman is probably the best choice here. Alright, so now I have to defend Venezuela, but also France is under threat, so he might not... If I go coup in Colombia, he might not counter-coup that. And also it might be a good coup. Or should I just play CIA and give him that? Then he will coup Angola for sure. So I kind of have to go into Zia, but then I have to do that beforehand. That kind of sucks. But yeah, I don't... Because if I let him coup in his turn, then he can take France. In my turn, then he can take France. It's kind of irritating. And now he's got plenty of ops too. Let's trigger it. Because then at least I can act after him. And that's okay, even if it costs me Angola and Zaire. I'll hopefully be able to take them back later on. And then I can coup Colombia. Okay. I mean, that leaves France for him to take, which I don't like. It's also the question of, do I take Thailand with the China card? Maybe I should. I probably should. I like holding on to China, but now we've seen CAA, so it's not the end of the world, but I think it will probably overprotect. No? What's more important then, Thailand or France? I can't really take France. He's going to have the ops advantage, I should think. And there are ways for me to get back in there as well. I think maybe to take Thailand now while we can. That of course lets him go first into India. But it also saves me having to play Marshall, which I like. Yeah, especially as the Soviets, I don't like giving up China in the early war because, well, it's usually you're the Soviets if you give up China. No, but because of the US already has the advantage of the two China events. But Thailand is very important. We did see Indo-Pakistani War. Oh, I should have played... Well, I didn't really have time. But we obviously see NATO, so we're not in a rush. Yeah, I don't like that. I was a bit worried that might happen. We might start going for Algeria there. Maybe I should have done that rather than gone into Thailand. But he could have jammed Thailand as well. Let's not worry about the last Milop because it's not really that important. But now I'm kind of running out of ops here. If I do that, he's just gonna break Venezuela, isn't he? Well, if I give him special, then I'm kind of giving him Europe Dom anyway. And I'm not really looking to get Europe Dom myself in any case, so in that case I might feel like playing Marshall is fine. Rather than special. Or maybe I'll play special too and I hold on to blockade. I would have liked a space. Would have been much more convenient than holding duck to the next turn. Now I can do that, but at the same time we've got plenty of Asian battlegrounds that aren't overprotected. So special right now would be kind of okay. France is still vulnerable to De Gaulle. I think that's more important. I don't like holding duck here, but at the same time it's nice if it doesn't come back, so... I feel like I could have played that turn better. But I think Marshall was the right choice. And now I guess he will break something. Vietnam revolts. Oh, yes. Indo-Pakistani War, nice. CNS. And I have De Gaulle. So what's he holding? De Gaulle. Formosan. UN intervention. Oh, Red Scare, of course. Which is likely to headline. And he knows about Duck, Blockade, CNS, Independent Reds, De Gaulle, Fidel. Yeah. So I guess I should know 5 of his cards at least, so 1 more perhaps. What about the other 4 ops? US, Japan, Tasman, NATO. Marshall, they've all been played. Right, never mind. Headline then. I mean, if I want to have a shot at Europe, then I have to play the call now. He's unlikely to have defectors again. He knows about it, so But he's going to purge me. Yeah, I think that's a good call. Yep. Oh, but then I can't take it, can I? Wasn't such a good call after all. Maybe I should have left a goal in the deck. Do I want to play duck here? No, I don't think so. I think I want to go for a coup with... Oh, independent reds is not great either, but at the same time it doesn't really do that much damage. But also Arab Israeli is kind of useless. Let's use that. Okay. At least he has to choose between Venezuela and France here. Oh, NORAD. That was the other known card. Might be one more. He doesn't really have to choose between France and Venezuela since I can't take France now anyway. But I'll event that and then I'll get... I mean, there isn't really much I can do. Crap. I'm going to have to event pretty much everything. Now, I don't know about any red 3s that he might have. So, blockade could be worth a try, because he might have to hold something good for it. Beautiful. Although, he can use the China card to try and take it back. Oh. Then I should overprotect it, and I think it's fine to use. Yeah, I want to hold blockade. I don't mean I want to hold it the rest of the turn, but I want to event it, I think. All right. 3 points. Do I want to... I mean, I have to play Fidel anyway. Blockade here really doesn't make much sense, does it? I mean, it's if he doesn't have a strong enough card, and theoretically, but then he would have held NORAD for that. So he must have something. But I feel like... Oh, he used Formosan, didn't he? Yeah, so he's holding Decol and he wants to space that. And then he's holding UN. Oh, he could use it as well with UN. Let's play Fidel. I don't mind holding CNS here, because the next roll is 1 to 4 anyway. If I get something next turn, I might use it for that and then play CNS. Or if I get one small step, I don't want him to be able to space twice, though. Now he's holding UN and something more, which he probably, since he's space decoy, he probably wants to use UN for that. So if I blockade him now, then he won't be able to, and his last card will be the UN, and that's not particularly dangerous. Let's see what this is. I mean, I kind of... Could be socialists, could be... Yeah, socialist is the only red card left, I think. That we haven't seen yet. Oh, and Warsaw Pact, yeah, right. I like keeping Warsaw Pact in the deck, though, so it's not all bad. But he would clearly have triggered it if he had gotten the chance. Okay, we can do a coup in... Ooh, Junta and South America, nice. And Czech as well. But defectors is a problem. CNS is kind of, play Nixon and then take the China card. That's nice. We will bury you. Is safe, right? But I kind of want to coup. I guess Junta, if it gets defected, that would be a real shame. Maybe CNS. Ooh, okay, yeah. Then you would put it at 2, wouldn't you? Yes. Alright, so now I think maybe space is a priority. And what is my most space-worthy card? Nuclear subs is usually not a huge problem if you play it late. Let's space the Pope. Alright. He was not a very good astronaut. Ah, man. That sucks. Okay, let's Junta. Oh, I was just thinking if he has ABM treated, that's like the only thing that can really ruin my life now. And he does. You bastard. Well, I mean, I have to kind of fight for it, at least. That could fail. And it does. Alright. Come on, realigns. Nope. Okay. Yes. And a hero realign? No. Well, that's a lot better than it just was. Making South America a boring neutral. What happened to all my points? I still think nuclear subs might be good now. Or decent. Could walk into Cameroon or something. Yeah, okay. Is there anything I desperately have to do? Not really. Domination in the Middle East would be nice. I feel like I want to hold on to Che. So let's use this and let's go like that. Big card. Oh well. And there we go, Africa. Lovely. Alright. What can we do here? We can get some points from OPEC. We can get rid of Central probably fairly soon. Quag would let me get actually Africa Dom, or hopefully I can get Africa Dom anyway. But Quag is always nice. I mean, I could headline Central. There isn't that much you could do. Let's go with Quag. Well, I still have the possibility of Angola and then I realign Nigeria. But yeah, it's a lot more difficult. Mm-hmm. Good roll. Should have gone for Zaire. And he's out. Cost him a big card, though. Well, I mean, realigning Nigeria isn't going to do much right now. But let's try it anyway. Ugh! Need a big roll. 16.7%. What? That is sick. That's the best kind of Sadat there is, really, isn't it? When he already has Egypt, and it just adds one. Yeah, I was waiting for that. Ugh! What? Come on, chair. You can do better than that. Now we can take Zaire. Oh my god. Oh, man. Maybe I should just have gone for... Yeah. Oh, do I have to use the China card now? And then he can hold it for the rest of the game? Yes, I guess I do. Unless I want to spend OPIC on that rather than getting 3 points, which I really don't. And I'm not even getting domination. Oh, man, this sucks so bad. 5, and then I have 6 and 7. I have to just... Oh, man. Can he hurt me here? He can go... He can break the Algeria. That doesn't really make much difference. No. He can't easily take Dom, at least. Unless he has Brush War. Or even Colonial Rearguards doesn't really stop me. Again, a little bit of a waste of the China card there. Okay, I guess now I better score Central instead, otherwise I might get Dom there. And he still can't do much in Africa. And I like he had to play Bear Trap for influence. Okay. Guess he might be holding Allende, or he's just worried about it. That turn could have ended ended up much better, but again, I feel like Chair should have done better, and if he had done better, then I would have been probably had Africa Dom, or at least not had to spend the China card. So, yeah. Sometimes the revolution doesn't go according to plan. Well, not my favorite hand, again. A lot of very bad cards, and I ideally shouldn't have held on to grains here. I do like keeping Lone Gunman in the deck, but now he doesn't have to ever give up the China card, so Lone Gunman probably won't do much. But it might force him to give up the China card at some point. I don't really have a good headline, though. I mean, OPEC, I guess I can get 1 more point for it, and also Middle East Dom. That would be good. Southeast Asia is a point for him. It's not going to get better, I don't think, without me having to spend a lot of effort on it, which I'm not prepared to do. Hey, that's the second scoring card he's defected. Very good timing. Okay, let's coup with something. Let's coup with U2 incident, I guess. I mean, Alliance is also a decent coup card here, because it will probably knock off 1 point, and I have to play it. I'm not prepared to play Voice. So let's coup with Alliance. And let's go for Panama, shall we? Yes, beautiful. Still 3 points, not bad. for him. NATO will trigger, but we saw special, didn't we? Yes. So it should be kind of okay. Alright. Ooh, it's a good thing I just got rid of Southeast Asia. Alright, not much you can do about that. Let's go... Let's space. Okay. But this is very close. It's way too close. Ah, Europe scoring. Yep. Right, let's get some points here. Four points for OPEC, not bad. And Japan stays empty, or almost empty. That's good. Where do we go from here? Maybe Botswana to get domination back and also to start a real-line threat on South Africa. We haven't seen the South African cards either. And of course I should play Kitchen as soon as possible. What does Kitchen do? It might overprotect some bits of South America, perhaps. Like Brazil. Oh, and I should probably go into Tunisia as well to stop the real line there on Algeria. So Tunisia and Botswana with NATO might be a good idea. But I think we'll wait and we'll do a token coup in Cameroon. Right, good roll. So what's left important that we haven't seen? We've seen the neutral power cards. We have not seen Omit. We have not seen Colonial. We haven't seen Panama or OAS or Camp David. Oh, there's Panama. Did he just read my mind? He did. In any case, let's grab this and then maybe let's put two here just for the sake of it. Although do kind of want to protect against OAS. Let's put one there and then one in Venezuela. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, he can repair that easily. And the card comes back as well, so I'm not completely unhappy about that. It was an empty round for him. Okay, Missile Envy. That's dangerous right now. But he's got... So I got Omit. He's got Colonial, and I have OAS. He's got Camp David, and he's got Portuguese, I think. Oh, I got Lone Gunman back. Then I don't really have to. I mean, that's probably my headline then. That was about liberation. Any of the big cards from the early game returning. Nuclear test ban. I think we saw that. Yes. Saw Warsaw. Oh, Middle East scoring, right? Yes. Possibly socialists? No, he spaced that. Olympic Games? I think he's holding that. And he knows Bad Voice, Omit, Missile Envy, Willy Brandt. I think he's European, OAS, Liberation, Lone Gunman, and he doesn't know South African, he doesn't know. He spaced that, I think. Yes. So I should probably know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I should know one more. No. I should know 3 more cards from him, I think. At least. Kennedy. So Middle East is kind of pointless to fight for. What about 5-year plan? No. Alright, never mind. Headline then, I guess it's Lone Gunman. What's he likely to headline? Kennedy, probably. He's got a bad hand, but his hand should not be that bad. He might decide to hold Kennedy. Also, Missile Envy is probably safe, but I don't know that completely, so I'm not gonna go for that. But Lone Gunman isn't coming back, so I guess Lone Gunman is the best headline. There we go. Let's see what he completely discards. He should have drawn something more red, some more red card for that to be worth it, I think. Because Middle East he could just dump. OPEC, there we go, okay. That's central, right? Kitchen. And this is what he's got. So we can cross out. It's a much better hand, I should say. Colonial. Like that. Okay. Decall goes to space. Asia will be neutral, most likely. And he will play grains at some point. So I should probably space voice pretty quickly. Alright, Lone Gunman, do I want to go for the coup right away? Can't do much in Asia. Or would I rather just coup something with a good card? Also, hang on, now I know about... Shuttle and... Yeah, Shuttle is his only 3-up card. So I could Missile Envy that and coup with it. Oh yeah, because he can obviously event Shuttle and then score Asia. So that's dangerous. So let's not coup with Lone Gunman. Let's walk somewhere. Or use a point. Let's do what exactly? Just to be double safe, let's check again. Oh no, he's holding OPEC as well. No, he discarded OPEC, sorry. Colonial, Olympic Games, Camp David, Shuttle, Decol, John Paul, Grains, and Asia. So let's use Missile Envy. And then he has to give me Shuttle. And then let's coup something. What do we want to coup? I mean, Nigeria is the only safe coup. And he's got Colonial, so it might come in handy. But Argentina would give me Dom. Yeah, let's make Africa a bit more safe. Blah. Okay. Now I do want to shore up Nigeria. Gonna have to play our man anyway at some point. I think, or I don't strictly have to, but this could be quite bad. That was excellent. Right, I got away with that. What else can we do? I hate when it feels like you don't have anything to do. Well, he's got the Pope, hasn't he? So let's defend Poland a bit more. Oh yeah, because I knew he had that. I should have gone. Should have put. Guess it's time for East European then. Because now he's just going to realign Algeria. I don't even have to bother with defending it, I don't think. Now it's space, unless something horrible happens. Does that count? I don't know, maybe not when I have liberation. I kind of like to keep South Africa and defend it or realign with it. I feel like I have to space now. Yes, great. Grains, Pope, Asia, and Colonial. I want the VP from Willy Brandt. Pope, Asia, and Colonial. I mean, I feel like he has a plan with Asia because he's not playing it. But right now, it's even, and it's a lot of work for him to swing it. Let's use this. Get the VP. And the Pope, I think I don't know if he wants to event the Pope. He's got Europe anyway. There comes Asia. And now to mess with him a little bit. So now he's holding Pope and Grains. He's spaced Colonial. And what else? Camp David. So he ideally wants to event all of those three. So if I do this, then he can't. I'm worried about Southeast Asia. That's going to hurt when it happens. So he gave up Camp David. Alright. Then let's try a realign. Oh, I might as well wait with the realign until I have actual influence it. Should have broken Argentina. Would have been nice. But John Paul will not happen. This is a good hand. This is a good hand. And I have headline peak as well. Beautiful. This goes to space. Reformer is probably the headline. So he held on to grains there, didn't he? Yes. That's what he did. I mean, I don't really want him to steal any of this. OES would be fine, I guess. Chernobyl would be horrible. Absolutely horrible. But if I headline that, then he can't coup with grains. And that kind of makes me want to do it. He could have UN, but still. Although Reformer... No. Yeah, let's get the VPs, because they might come in handy. Reformer might be a good AR7 play. Well, there's no DEFCON warning, surely. If he draws tear down now, it's his headline. Yes. This button makes me feel stupid all the time, because it always makes me question my sanity, like... Well, okay, then it happens, so that's actually quite a good draw, isn't it? Yes, it is. That's actually probably the best thing he could have drawn. Unless he does that, of course. But then at least it's a waste of grains, kind of. That's a shame. Alright, so... we are in danger of one small step. So let's space right away, shall we? Nice. And then we'll see if he has a UN intervention. Nope. I mean, I don't really have to worry so much about East Germany now, because I'm spacing that, and we saw East European unrest, so... should be fine, really. And the Pope is not coming back. I don't know. This goes towards domination somehow. Or not domination, but stopping his domination. Which would be nice. Do I want to salt, is the question. I could salt for OPEC or Reformer. Alright. I could also set up something in the Middle East, but it has been scored, so I don't know about that. This one is completely safe. Let's maybe do a realign in... oh, hang on, I need the coup as well. Let's use this. To coup here. Or something horrible happens. I feel like, I mean, Central, I need to take some non-battlegrounds. South America, I should bother him in Argentina. And realign South Africa. Asia, I can't really do much. Middle East, I can possibly do much, but it's low priority because of... Oh, okay. 2 more points. That could be dangerous, but for him. But he also gets that. That's a shame. Hope he doesn't have Africa scoring. Let's maybe try and realign South Africa now. Okay, not bad. Alright. Africa is really going back and forth. It's a good thing those relines worked. So, grains. Grains. Do I want to raise DEFCON to 3? 4? Not particularly. Reformer is a good event though. OPEC is a really good event. And it's kind of safe too. Yeah, maybe let's do that. And then I might have to coup, but then I can coup with Muslim revolutions. He could coup like Pakistan if I'm unlucky. He might get that. That would really hurt. But OPEC is a lot of points. At the same time, he could be holding something good. But I need to do it now if I'm going to do it. I have to play everything unless I do it as well. Yeah, let's do it. It's going to be a bad coup after all. Is Reformer better than OPEC here? I doubt it because... yeah, I doubt it. OPEC is like 4 clean points. Reformer probably wouldn't work, even though it's irritating for him, but... the Indo-Pakistani war comes back, that could really upset the situation in Asia as well. That's probably the main threat against Asia. Got 9 minutes left. Need to play a little bit faster. So now I play OPEC. If he doesn't do something horrible, then I have to stop. That looks like something horrible that I might have to stop. No, it's not. Okay then. I'd kind of like to... I don't know, maybe I should have brought down DEFCON there. Because that would have been... because then he can't coup Pakistan. But hopefully he won't anyway. Okay, that will give him the last coup. I kind of feel like I should coup now. So that... then he has to counter coup. I feel like it's going reasonably well right now, but Southeast Asia is going to give him a bunch of points if it does come back, which it probably will. And Europe is coming as well. Okay. It's nice you didn't get to use that. I get into Pakistani, lovely. I get South America, lovely. Arms race, lovely. A lot of lovely things. And 5-year plan if I have to. But what's the headline? Lads? Ladk? Ladk. Or maybe just Indo-Pakistani. No, that's not a good headline. I don't get to see his headline anymore. I mean, he probably has something he can discard with this, but still. So what do I want to put on the trap here? I mean, 5-year plan can be dangerous, but we've seen some of the DEFCON cards. I think AWACS, maybe. 5-year plan if something horrible happens to South America. So now he has one fewer card. Okay, that's fine. We're probably not going to get arms race. I can always space 5-year plan as well. Iron Lady is a point, but it's not so bad. Yeah, I think I'd rather space 5-year plan than hold on to OAS. And if I succeed, then I can throw away OAS as well. So that would be nice. Yeah, I thought he might, but now I have the China card, so that's nice. And then the question is, I suppose I kind of have to use 5-year plan now to try and get domination back. Because if I don't, yeah, I mean it's Indo-Pakistani war. I guess I would like to use for Milops. Yeah, I mean either of them would be bad. Might as well trigger it first, I guess. Or am I better off just spacing that? Getting rid of that, and then South America might. Then I'm. What's the right answer here? He's got 4 cards left. I'm sure he's got something he can break Brazil with. And I need that to coup. And I don't want to have to play OAS, so yeah, no. Let's just score it. And then I can coup Colombia within the Pakistani war. And then I get a shot at the 4 VPs from the space race as well. 5 minutes left. Of all the events, well, I'm glad I didn't hold on to South America scoring then. Wow, that is distinctly bad. Very bad. I mean, that does turn the board in his favour. Yes, beautiful. Alright. That explains why he played the China card. I get Europe. I can Aldrich it. No, sorry, I'm the Soviet Union, so I cannot Aldrich it. I can headline Aldrich. It's a nice headline. Space one of those. Yeah, it's a good headline. But I'm not really getting rid of Europe. It's not a very good last turn hand, this. If he hasn't scoring... Ah, again? Yeah, I think this might shift the game in his favour. I need to do one decent coup, and NORAD is not going to do anything, so I could use that. But where is the best coup? We've got... I mean, he has South America. That's 5 points, but this can go from 2 to 10 if I'm lucky. I think that has a bit more potential, but of course he could always just realign me. Ugh, okay. Doesn't matter. Yeah, yeah, I feel like it's going to be hard to keep up with him this turn. Just have to grab domination in some places. And... Oh, man! Oh, that sucks so bad. That's 4 points. Right down the toilet. And then with Europe, he's going to get even more. Yeah, I think he's going to win this. Slightly better hand in the last round. There were 10 cards left, so I mean, if I'd been lucky, then... But why does that matter? Well, here's your points. Thank you very much. He has to have a seriously bad hand or some really bad events for this not to end in disaster. And I felt it went pretty good. Pretty much all the way up to this turn. Or the last turn, maybe. Fuck. I can break South American domination. If I take Peru. Can't break Europe. Well, no, I can't. Okay, I have 2.5 minutes to think of something. Africa is now 7-7, so that would need a coup, or that I take one of these, which isn't great. Coup is better. Central as well. So he's definitely winning this. There is no way he's not winning it. But I could go for at least 2 DOMs if I do this. And then at least he has to choose between one of them. That's only 4 points, that's only 4 points, so I don't even win based on that. Well, two times maybe. Oh well, the space race wouldn't have done it. It was close, it was. That's too bad. I really wanted to win this game, because, you know, all those, when you have opponents that are round about your own skill level, then those are the matches that will decide the season. You want to win as many of those as possible, I feel like. But yeah, it was a good game. It was a good game. Could have yeah, of course. War Games would have done it at some point. South America could easily have stayed mine. Africa could easily have stayed mine. I mean, it was kind of on the margins, everything. Europe was his, obviously. Asia wasn't gonna change, so that was, or the Middle East probably. Could have gone for sort of a Muslim revolution play in Libya and Egypt, but it would have cost a lot of ops. I tend to not prioritize the Middle East if I have other things to do. Because it's only 3 points usually, or 4. So yeah. But the Reformer, if I'd got to keep the Reformer, that could have changed things. He got Glasnost after that, so Space Race would have been big. Number of things could have happened. But anyway, it was a good game. You have to admit that. So thank you all for watching, and see you for the next one, whenever that will be.